All right, back courtside, Marc Daniels, Taylor Young. UCF wins at 60-53 over the green wave of Tulane. And we'll talk soon with UCF Associate Head Coach Sean Finney, who will join us. The Knights win it by 7. Defensively tonight, Taylor, that zone defense was really big for UCF, and they out-rebound Tulane by 11 at 15 offensive boards. And, before the game, you look at Tulane, big, long, athletic team, and yet I thought UCF was smart inside the lane tonight defensively.
Yeah, and whenever you have those athletes and those length and the type of style they play, it's a scary game for UCF Knights. But like you said, like we said in the pregame show, that key, that rebounding margin was going to be a stat to watch, and they won it by 11. And there was a point in the game where they were just dominant on the boards, and I think that really served them well down the stretch and setting that tone, letting Tulane know they're here to play tonight.
Again, UCF wins it by 7. We'll have a complete rundown of final half stats coming up in just a little bit. It's opening night of league play, and we're off to East Carolina coming up on Saturday, then back here for Houston next week. This is a good one to get. You always want to begin the conference on a positive note. UCF gets to 11-3, 9-0 at home. They won 14 straight now.
It's definitely a little bit different, but, in practice, everybody has a vocal part in helping us get better, and Coach Finney and Coach Thomas are definitely, a main part in that. And, we just wanted to attack it as another game and just really go out and, play the best that we could. Well, yesterday in practice, he just mentioned that, he wouldn't be here. We all knew that, but he just wanted us to go out and play hard, and, if we did the things that he knows that we could do, we would come out with the W, and that's what we did.
Oh, yeah. We're very hard to be able to shoot those, and, the ball came to me when I was open, did what I was supposed to do, knock down the shot.
Well, in any game, teams are going to make runs, and, it's just about how long we can, how long it is, and, hopefully we can shorten that run. But I think we did a good job of when the time came to kind of turn our defense up, we did that, and we've got to look forward to in conference. It's not going to be as easy to just turn it on. So just constantly playing hard defense and limiting teams from scoring.
Yeah, it's huge to get that first win, but we got to concentrate and build on it. Like you said, we got to keep going hard every night, because people in this league, you got to bring it every time.
Yeah, I think that plays a big part in it, and I think with conference, you get on a set schedule. We kind of play Wednesdays and Saturdays, so you get into routine, and you just kind of try to stay in your routine, and then everything else kind of takes care of itself. But also, in our conference, there are a lot of physical games, and the refs like to, let the games play out. So just making adjustments to how the refs call the game, and just staying consistent with your, daily.
Appointed by a score of 60-53, Associate Head Coach Sean Finney joins us. Any win's a good win, especially when you open up a conference play. And just overall, Coach, share some thoughts about tonight's game.
Well, I thought our team really came out and, executed the game plan. We shared the ball early on, and you just got to say, that the guys played very well. And got to credit Coach Jones for that, because he's got this team prepared to play without any coaches, and we just tried to guide the ship tonight.
Let's talk if we can. The start of the basketball game, they get the first basket, kind of get back and forth. Marcus was involved early, able to build a big lead. Tell me about the thought to go zone. Was it something you said, let's see how the game goes? Was there a particular moment you wanted to go zone? Because I thought it really affected them tonight.
Well, after watching some film, we thought zone could affect them, get them standing a little bit, not as much penetration in the middle, and thought that hopefully they weren't hitting threes at that point. and try to get them to stand a little bit. And I thought it did affect them. We got some nice steals out of there. We got some good rebounds opportunities and really got them stagnant. They played a little bit more desperate down the stretch and attacked it a little bit more aggressively and kind of got them back in it. But the zone was a big key for us, as it has been some other games along the way.
They like to run a little bit of that Princeton cut, and I thought that zone took a lot of those passing lanes away from them tonight.
Well, that's one thing we were concerned about, was making sure we kept guys in front of us. If we keep them in front, we didn't think they'd get those backdoor cuts as they got right at the beginning of the game, or the driving kicks that they like to do. And we felt like if we had to go zone, that would kind of stop that, and it really worked well for us.
Big in the first half, also a little bit in the second half. Offensive rebounds. You guys were active on the glass tonight to create second chance and extend drives offensively.
With offensive rebounding and rebounding in general, they were coming in +7 on the glass. We knew we had to really try to control the boards on both ends, and the guys did a good job both offensively and defensively of attacking the rim, getting the second chance opportunities, and we had some nice kickouts where we got to work clock a couple extra times where we got offensive rebound and then kicked it out and ran some more offense. So I thought that was really nice with our team.
A couple of really nice unselfish possessions. I'm going to take you back. You're up 44-30, and 4 great passes to free up P.J. Gaynor in the corner, put you up 17. It was kind of typified some possessions where you guys made that second, third, even fourth pass to get the good look.
Well, that was really a great pass by Keith because the shot clock was running down. Keith catches it right there and has an opportunity to really shoot it, but he had an opportunity to pass to a teammate for a better shot, and you have to give P.J. credit. He knocked down a really nice 3 there, and that really I thought was going to energize our defense a little bit and hopefully take us to another level, but it was our biggest lead of the game, and we squandered some of it away at that point. A.J.
Romps, second game in, and I thought tonight played a smart game offensively. Coach had 11 points, 4 of 5 from the floor, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Those are the type of games you need from A.J. Dished out 4 assists tonight, and you played him 27 minutes. Talk about A.J.'s second game.
Well, A.J. really is our floor general. He's our energizer, like we talked in the pregame, that he comes out and really gets us in our offense. He sets the tone defensively with us because he's got a lot of energy up there. And, when you saw him penetrating and kicking, and he got us into our offense, and he's been shooting the ball like that in practice, and you always hope that it would carry over to games, and it has. The last 2 games he shot the ball well, and obviously tonight he shot the ball very well.
Why is it so hard to play with a lead? It's not just it's all over college and pro basketball. You'll see teams that can get their lead chopped off. Why is it so hard sometimes?
Well, if I was really the authority, I could answer it a little bit better. But I think one of the keys is you get up and you relax a little bit. Yeah. And the opposing team goes into desperation mode, and they change defenses. They start reaching more. They start playing more aggressive defensively. They start attacking more offensively and not showing as much patience. And, sometimes you play tentative, not wanting to give the lead up. And it's almost like that football saying, that prevent defense kind of would let teams score. And we just kind of put our guard down there for a minute.
We only see Tulane once. That's a good basketball team. They're going to help in the sense that they're going to beat some people. So this was a good win tonight for your squad.
I think it was an excellent win. Tulane's definitely much improved from where they were last year. They got a nice nucleus, and they're going to win some games definitely on their side and against our side as well as the season progresses.
Well, winning at home is important, but as you know, if you're going to battle for a championship, got to go on the road and win. We go to East Carolina. They got us a few times last year, so I know you want the team to enjoy it tonight, and you guys get to work on East Carolina because it's a tough game and tough place to go, and I know we want to get one on the road Saturday.
Well, East Carolina will be obviously tough. They played very well against us last season. We got to go in there with a different game plan and try to go in there and mix it up with our defenses like we did tonight, play a little bit of zone, play some man, and really try to execute and score offensively. But, we got to go on the road and try to find a way to get a victory on the road, and that's what we'll start focusing on first thing in the morning when the guys roll in here.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, thank you.
Associate Head Coach Sean Finney sharing some thoughts, and P.J. Gaynor is going to slide in here. We're going to chat with the senior out of Jacksonville. Is P.J. tonight. Big effort out of him. 8 points, 8 rebounds in 17 minutes. And UCF goes to 11-3 in the season, and now 1-0 in conference play. And PJ sits down. What was that? A cupcake you just had?
Yes, peanut butter. It was good.
That was a good-looking cupcake. Mm-hmm. That was a sharp-looking cupcake. That's a winning cupcake. This feels good. You get off to a good start to win tonight. Give me your overall thoughts on this game.
I thought we played good. I thought we played as a team, shared the ball well. They made runs and all that, but we handled it and came out with a win.
When Coach decided to go zone, it looked like it really affected them. What did you see on the floor about what suddenly happened to their offense?
Slowed them down a little bit. You know, they got a little complacent, wanted to just pass it back and forth up top, so it worked out.
You guys crashed the boards in the first half, a ton of offensive rebounds, 15 overall offensive rebounds. You get a couple tonight. The guys inside the paint, you guys worked hard to create second chance opportunities.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's what we try to do every game is just when shots go up, we go in there and rebound.
Tonight you're 3 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 of the three-point line. Take me through the play. It's 44-40, and Keith has an open look, but he found you. You knocked it down, shot clock winding down. Talk about that play.
Oh, yeah, that's my boy, Keith Clinton. He's always looking for the open man. I mean, he can shoot that thing too, but he found me and I knocked it down.
Let me ask you to kind of comment about this. This team has a little bit of a habit of letting teams back in basketball games. And as you know, as we get into conference play, you can't give one away like that. What's the difference, PJ, of keeping it at 17, growing to 20, and not letting teams get back in the game?
It's hard to explain it, but we just got to keep pushing. We got to keep playing D like we, don't get complacent. We get complacent and then, teams end up making runs on us, but we'll get that fixed.
What's it meant to have A.J. Ramsa back in there, a steady game tonight from him, delivering the basketball where you guys like it? Talk about his return the last 2 games.
It's meant so much. I mean, not only with his leadership, but his energy he brings on the floor. You see him. He's everywhere on the court. I mean, it's great having him back. And I've loved playing with him for 4 years.
You've been in this league now for a few years. You know how difficult it is to win on the road. And we go to East Carolina. They got us a couple times last year. It's a nice one tonight, but Saturday's a really important basketball game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We haven't looked at them yet, ECU, but I'm sure Coach will have us in there watching film and preparing for him tomorrow. And we got to go in there with the same intensity and be ready for a battle.
Well, he had a big cupcake to celebrate the victory. Congrats, P.J. Gaynor.
Thank you, sir.
UCF wins it. Come back to wrap up the broadcast in a moment. The Knights win it by a score of 60-53. Have final stats and more in just a moment of the UCF IMG Sports Network.